Short versus tall. Wait for it. What do you think I'm talking about?
Store, or is that the big and tall store?
Big and tall.
Oh, okay.
Short and small.
Okay.
Peter Dinklage versus the Mountain. Game of Thrones reference. I can make a million of these. It's like they just come to me. What this is actually about is an awesome Reddit-found chart regarding who would win in a battle royale of world football between players under 5'8" and players over 6 foot. So let's throw to the graph, because these teams are so stacked. I still wish there was an all-star team like they do in American sports for football. So from afar, I love how it's 185 centimeters or taller. I had no idea what that meant. And then in tiny, just for us Americans here, 6 feet tall. So you have Zlatan up front next to, is that Diego Costa? I never knew Diego Costa was over 6 feet.
Yeah, he doesn't look that tall.
And then rounding out your midfield, Thomas Mueller, Paul Pogba, Yaya Toure. I can't see that one a lot. Is that
Ronaldo? Yeah,
who cares about Ronaldo? And then your back four, which Francis will have to help me out with, Chiellini,
PK, Hummels, and Ivanovic. Are you on your contacts?
No. And then Manuel Neuer. And then the 175 centimeter or shorter, which again, I'm still going what the fuck does that even mean? 5'8", which again, I'm still amazed at how it's such little players.
I know.
But such amazing talent in Alexis Sanchez, Lionel Messi, who's up front?
Aguero.
Sergio Aguero, Neymar.
Hazard.
And Eden Hazard. I mean, I like the formations that they kind of use for this.
They look like they dropped them a little deeper. The back line, they've got Iniesta in the central midfield.
I call it the flying V.
It looks a little bit like a flying V because it looks like they're playing two deep fullbacks. I don't understand. Maybe they just changed that a little bit. I don't know. But Marcelo, Matuidi, Mascherano, Lam, and Oscar Perez is going to be in goal.
They found the only goalkeeper.
I couldn't see there. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, the only goalkeeper under 5'8".
Francis, I guess it's a simple question. Who wins?
I would still fancy the shorter team. Yeah, I just have to say that. But it all depends. Okay, so let me break this down for you. And this is why I wear glasses like this so I can go like this. All right, Jason, let me break this down for you.
Can I say it? Let's talk tactics.
Let's talk tactics right here. So we could talk some tactics, but okay, so let's talk about the advantages of the bigger team, right? So they're going to in most cases here, not taking anything away from the smaller guys who are faster, but the athleticism in that midfield four. You had three of the most athletic players that have ever played the game. Pogba, Yaya Toure, Ronaldo, just to work so hard. And then up top you've got Zlatan and Diego Costa. So you've got the strength there. You've got the guys that you could probably hit it into and hold up. And what if I was playing tactically from this team, I wouldn't play Mueller right mid for starters, but you could find someone else in there I would put Mueller up top because he's great in the box. But I would get the ball wide and whip it in early because you're going to get the big guys in there. They're going to be out. They're obviously going to out-jump Matuidi, Mascherano, but Mascherano's a great defender, so you can never really roll him out. But they've got the height, they've got the athleticism, they've got the power that you need in a football team. But none of that, this is why I love this game, none of that can hold a light to intelligent thinking, moving the ball quicker. The ball moves quicker than any guy. No one's fast enough to keep up with the ball. Messi runs quicker with the ball than most NFL athletes can run 30 yards. It was proven through that unbelievable test that I tweeted out. It was unbelievable how quick he can run over 20 seconds, over 20 yards with the ball.
Again, it's like you said, Jose Mourinho mentioned about Lionel Messi, saying he's faster with the ball than without, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah,
still.
And so I think that they would have to utilize that. What is so amazing about this is what we be thinking as soon as we see these two teams. What they're going to be like in FIFA.
Exactly, and that's what we're going to do.
And we're going to do that.
But I think there's one thing that I have to change. I think you have to swap the goalkeepers because that's the only way to, I guess, really even out the playing field. Because, or you could just have anybody else except Oscar Perez. Keep Manuel Neuer for the tall team, but give the short team Courtois or something for...
Who's taller than Neuer.
For Schnitzel. Is he really?
Yeah.
For Schnitzel giggles.
Yeah, Courtois is huge. But I have to agree that's going to be, if you're just looking at these two right here, the major flaw is goalkeepers. Because as much as goalkeepers, there have been some great short goalkeepers in our time. I even look at someone like Ochoa, who's not that short, but he looks a lot shorter than a lot of the other goalkeepers
you know who
around.
The coaches would be for the short team would be Mexico's World Cup coach.
Yeah. You could have Miguel Herrera in there, the Mexico coach for the short team, and then for the tall team, you could have, I think Van Gaal's maybe above 6 foot. I don't know if you're going to get him in there. You could talk some tactics in amongst the tall teams.
So here's another interesting question. How big was Pelé? How big was
Maradona was
How big was Maradona?
Maradona was about, I think he's,
Where would some
if
of the
not shorter
legends-
than Messi, around the same height as Messi.
So you get to
Pele
put, maybe if you could swap a legend in there, you put Maradona on
and then you put someone like Beckenbauer, a German defender who's so big, you could put him in there at centre-back, you could put Van Basten in there, who's another big striker.
What was his name?
Marco Van Basten.
That's a great name.
He's a great
That's
a great
powerful,
player.
powerful name.
But what's amazing about this team is that it does pose that question about, it kind of resonates even better in the US because you guys are so driven by athleticism. You love athleticism.
It's not so much like a lot of people disagree with me, but I love the idea of not so much all-star games, but all-star competitions and putting together those greatest teams with the best players in their respective positions. So when I see something like this, I just can't comprehend with the European, I guess, mindset that like, well, why would we have an all-star game? Who wouldn't want to see this played out just for, oh, they can get injured, oh, this can, guess what? You can get injured training, you can get injured taking a shower. You
You're going to say the other thing with an SH.
Taking a shite. Like, you can get injured many different ways. Therefore, let these two teams duke it out. We're going to do it in FIFA, and obviously, if it comes down to PKs, I'm not going to lose twice.
Well, who did you say? I already said that I want to take the short team because on FIFA, the only thing is the goalkeeper's not going to be that much of a difference because goalkeepers are still pretty good.
But, you're really just trying to disprove that you're a Ronaldo pumper.
No, I just think on FIFA, I just like the thought of playing with Neymar, Aguero, Messi, and Alexis and Hazard in there is incredible.
I'm just going to go for bicycle kicks.
You're just going to get it wide, launch it into the box.
Oh, no, I'm just going for bicycle kicks. That's all I'm going to be doing.
You get all the height and you throw it in and try to do the most the hardest technical move to do. Great tactics there. You're a regular Van Gaal. But to go back to this,
it's a great compliment.
The best thing about this is it's just it poses. That's what I was going to say. Poses the idea of what an American frame of mind would look at, because everyone in America loves athleticism. You love to emphasize all the points of making an athlete so good. Like in American football, you'll break down their jump, you'll break down their sprint, and it's all essential for American football. But for football, the best player in the world still is one of the shortest athletes in the world and is still not anywhere near as strong. He's lightning fast, and he is strong, don't get me wrong. Lightning fast and strong, so he's got that athleticism with his game, but he shouldn't be able to hold up as much of a light to Ronaldo, who's 6'2" or 3", or is just built like a brick house and strong and fast. But that's what makes the game brilliant, because no matter how much you can be big, strong, fast, whatever, it's all about your mind. It's about how quick you can move the ball, how far ahead you are of everyone around you in terms of football intelligence, and that is immeasurable, gentlemen.
I agree with you. Two quick things. One counterpoint. Allen Iverson was a type of player in the NBA who defied all those physics, all that logic of athleticism.
Curry kind of defies that as well.
Curry does, in a way, but Curry still is still 6'3".
He just looks a lot smaller next to all those guys.
Because they're giants. And then the second counterpoint is, if you don't name the tall world football team the Monstars, I don't know what's wrong with you.
No answer. It's very because it's right. We probably will. We'll call them. You can have the Monstars, and I will have.
Probably end up breaking the FIFA game like we did last time.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. No doubt. But it's going to be amazing, and we are going to play it very soon. Who do you guys think would win this game? Do you think it would be the short team with Aguero, Messi, and Neymar up top with Hazard and Alexis, all that dynamic ability, lower centre of gravity, or would it be the big men, Yaya Toure, Pogba, Diego Costa, Zlatan, Ronaldo? It would be a phenomenal spectacle. We'll play it on FIFA, but what do you guys think about real life? Who would win this game? Leave your comments in the section below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Francis_Maxwell, Jason Rubin 91, and follow us on Instagram. Trying to get Instagram followers up out there. Francis Maxwell, TYT.
Jason Rubin 91.
Jason Rubin 91.
Real easy.
Still the Crash Bandicoot guys got your Instagram as well.
Yeah, that's really fucking unfortunate. You used to love your game.
Yeah.
So now you're an asshole.